Unleash the lawyers. Joining me tonight, veteran prosecutor Eleanor Odom joining me out of Washington, D.C., Randy Kessler, defense attorney out of Atlanta, Renee Rockwell joining us out of Atlanta, and Peter Odom, veteran trial lawyer, former defense attorney out of Chicago. Okay, Kessler.
Yes.
Stripper pole in the kitchen?
Yeah, Nancy, isn't it you that always says motive is irrelevant? You don't have to prove motive to prove murder. This is all after the fact. You're trying to prejudice the jury pool, by saying, look what she did. The question is, did she do it? Why did she do it? Was it self-defense? Was there something going on?
So
Those
let me just make a note of this. You want me to forget that while her dad's body is out in a storage bin in the shed, bleeding, you want me to forget that she installed a stripper pole?
No, because that makes people angrier, and that's what you want to do. But
yeah,
the bottom line
is, it does make me angry.
It doesn't mean she killed him any more or any worse or any harder. She killed him or she didn't.
Put up, Kessler. Randy Kessler, let's talk about what the law really is. Okay. Not what the law is in Randy Kessler dreamland. Okay,
or
because
Nancy Grace
Eleanor,
dreamland.
Okay, you tell me if I'm wrong. And Peter, as much as it's poison in your mouth, I bet you're about to agree with me. Eleanor, isn't it true that the fact scenario leading up to the murder and immediately after, in the weeks, the months following the murder, can be taken into account to determine course of conduct, frame of mind, motive? All of that can be taken into account by a jury. Isn't that true, Eleanor?
Of course it's true. And Randy Kessler is just dead wrong, Nancy, because juries want to hear about motive. Sure, we don't have to prove it, but in this case, you've got motive all over the place.
Okay, Odom, jump in.
Let me inject some reality into the little fantasy world that all you prosecutors are living in. This was a 17-year-old emotionally disturbed girl. No one is using the phrase shopping spree before the murder except the prosecutors here. The police never used that. No one has ascribed the motive to her as wanting to have parties and put in a stripper pole. She did those things afterwards, but this is an emotionally disturbed 17-year-old.
Can I ask you a question?
We don't know what her motive is.
Can I ask you a question, Peter?
Of course.
And consider this cross-exam, so please answer yes or no. Peter, isn't the law, doesn't the law state very clearly that the law assumes that you intend the natural consequences of your act? Isn't that true?
Nancy, I'm not saying
that the law?
That she didn't mean to kill him.
Isn't
it's
that
the law in most
law?
states?
Okay, so
it's
going
the law
on
in every courtroom I practiced in as a prosecutor and defense attorney.
A simple
but
yes
that's
would have
irrelevant
been great.
Here. She's still emotionally disturbed.
You know what? We're not even out of the A block.
But it needs an explanation.
You can go ahead and cut his mic. Eleanor, so ergo, if the law assumes you intend the natural consequences of your act, she shoots him in the head while he's asleep, and within a week installs a stripper pole, immediately moves all of her friends to party into the home, where they party nonstop, round the clock, including with drugs and alcohol. Wouldn't that suggest to you that the motive for murder is so she can live a lifestyle her father disapproved of?
Exactly, Nancy. And then you look at the choices she made. Was she upset that her dad died? No, she was glad because she wanted that lifestyle.
Let's see some shots of the home, and I want to